They had hoped for sanctuary in the South African embassy, but it didn't last. They were transferred to another building 30 minutes drive from Harare. They filed off the buses, carrying the few belongings salvaged when they fled their homes. These people are all MDC supporters and their children. They were on the run from intimidation. The South African Foreign Ministry says these people have been moved to improve their security.
This is a joint operation where the Zimbabwe Red Cross Society, with the assistance of the International Federation and with the UN agencies here, have been asked to assist these people to be brought from the South African embassy.
A spokesperson for South Africa's Foreign Affairs Ministry told Al Jazeera that these people will have round-the-clock security supervised by international agencies. But MDC officials fear their people will be victimized because the government says it will not allow aid agencies into the building. We were denied access. The government insists they'll be safe and well looked after.
You know, when you bring in NGOs, you do that complements our efforts. I don't think it's too big a number for us to invite outsiders. We know that the outsiders, NGOs, they come with strings attached, to that. And this time we've got to be very careful, extremely careful, that there won't be any interferences. But they are safe, they are secure, and they will do everything to make sure that they are treated properly because they are women, they are also their children.
The MDC says the intimidation was colossal. Deaths, more than 80 they say, and injuries on a scale of which no one is quite sure. We visited the small hospital, and every injury here is said to have been inflicted by the so-called intimidators working with the political brief to harm and scare the opposition. All of them beaten after being chased from their homes. This MDC supporter with a leg injury, nearby a man with stitches to a stomach wound, another victim here suffering from burns.
Starting to beat me, torture me, especially at my back, starting to hit me with the battle sticks, iron bars.
All this while the country awaits an election result that's an absolute certainty. Unlike the first round, this result will be swift, and Robert Mugabe is expected to be sworn in on Sunday. This is where results are going to be announced, even though it's clear who the winner is going to be. And after this whole process is over, some Zimbabweans saying they're bracing themselves for the worst, economically. So aside from the physical pain suffered by so many in Zimbabwe, there's a forlorn acceptance that life can only get worse before it gets better. Haru, Mutasa, Al Jazeera, Harare.